Hello, friends, and happy Friday. How is everyone doing this evening? Yes, Phil, I hit the intro button early. Sorry. I just started it early. I apologize. You got some extra music. You guys are all chatting anyway. It doesn't matter. It's good to see so many folks here assembled. Let me start off by saying I am smoking Haunted Bookshop in the Matches Memorial Friday 7 Ellie, as is the tradition here on the Friday night live stream. And I found the right button, Gary. I just started it early. I appeared at exactly 8 o'clock, as I always do. I just started the intro about 2 minutes early. Anyway, it's good to see so many folks here assembled, especially tonight, because I promise you, the only reason you will not see me fall asleep during this live stream is that I've got quite a bit of pain right now. I'll tell you more about that later. I'm fine. I'm fine. It just, I'm tired and in pain. But, yeah, so we got lots of folks in the audience already. The audience, is that what we call this? The chat? Whatever they call it. And, yeah, you guys are getting started earlier and earlier. Gordy, the Corkmeister. Good to see you, Gordy. And there's David G. Possum Pipe. Hello, Don. Glad to see you from Nebraska. Hope you're staying warm there. David Jenkins. How you doing, David? Gary Edminster. Yes, they were early, indeed. Gary's got his 7LA2622 no filter with my blend and black coffee. And Gary, I see you're a Walmart instant guy. I'm not in that league, but I am a Costco percolated guy, so I think we're kindred spirits in that regard. Flint Hill Briar, how you doing, Gareth? And Ochoita, good to see you. Woody, Phil Rivera, hello, Phil. And the Smooth Piper, Peter, good to see you, Peter. Sergeant Savinelli, how you doing, Sarge? Great to see you, my friend. Always good to see you, buddy. There's my friend Jimmy, good to see you. Algonquin Briar. Geezer Dust. Geezer Dust has got some University Flake and a Stanwell 063. Indeed. University Flake is good stuff. Casey Guthrie. Hello, Casey. Mushroom Leg. How's it going, Ray? Misty Mountain Piper. James Steidel, checking in from Indiana. Nice to see you tonight, James. In with both feet. Are we caught up? I'm starting to see lots of repeats. I think you guys are just testing me. Little Piper Todd and Chris Kahn. Good to see you guys. Bona Piper. Happy Friday, Christian. Great to see you tonight, my friend. Ochoita, did I catch you already? I think I did, but hello again. You get 2 this week, Ochoita. You're a lucky guy. I don't know if that's really lucky, but I guess worse things could happen. Tobacco Pipes International. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And Signal Man Tony from Rhode Island, the Urban Hermit, Ghost Rider. Wonderful to see you, folks. Steve Stazak. First Person Smoker, hello. He's got a 2026 YouTube Pipe Community Legends Morgan Bones with Haunted Bookshop. What the heck is that? Well, I hope you enjoy. Armchair Piper. Hello there, Ed. Yeah, somebody bought all the Haunted Bookshop and never couldn't get any. Poor guy. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Daniel Leslie. Hello, Daniel. And there's Big Dave. Okay, I think we're caught up. I think we are indeed caught up. It has been too long, Sarge. It definitely has been too long, but it's nice to see you. And I know you're a busy guy. So whenever you can check in, it's a pleasure. Rush Fan. Hello, Patrick. Great to see you tonight. Great to see everyone tonight. You know, I as I'm going through the list of names, which maybe I need to stop doing because it's taking a long time. But I like doing it. I like recognizing everybody. And as I'm going through the list of names, I will sometimes say stuff just to break it up. And other times I'll just say a person's name. It doesn't mean that I am not happy to see them. You know that. You know. Forgive me. I'm sleep deprived and in pain. Yornik, hello. Good to see you tonight, as it is good to see everyone. It's a Morgan Bones that says YTPC Legends 2026. Okay, well that makes sense for a person. That makes sense. Let's see. Exactly, Phil. The difference between me and Sarge is that Sarge knows how to retire. Doug Owen, how you doing, Doug? Hardcrackers, hello there, Ron. It takes a while for the likes to percolate up, Yurnik. I mean, I've only been on for a few minutes. It might be a terrible show. You might not want to like it, you know? Oh, Kane, I don't think we should stop meeting like this. I think that would be sad. Good to see you. Good to see you. Daniel, I occasionally smoke my local and occasional just because we got so many other things. I am a mad scientist, Mark. Actually, if you shameless plug, if you go and check out my latest blog post, you'll find out exactly what's in those jars. Well, not exactly, but I just put a blog post up yesterday that I'm quite proud of. I thought it was funny. Texas Piper, hello Eddie. Been smoking scraps of haunted bookshop at the bottom of the jar. Oh no. Yeah, no, you don't want to toss it. I normally toss mine on top of the new bag. Ah, so you're doing is that a part-time school thing or is that full-time, Sarge? You got teacher hours, that's fine. I mean, the little stinker does that all for his career, and he doesn't seem to be overworked, so. Beverage, Patrick, beverage indeed. I don't know anything about the bone pipe, Ray. I forget who had the Morgan's Bones YouTube pipe community pipe. Maybe he can fill you in. I've got a Yingling lager tonight. Because if I have anything stronger than a Yingling, I will not make it to the end of the show. Like hitting the lottery indeed, Sarge. Enjoy your dinner, Ron. I really should be a bartender. Not a like a busy bartender, but one of those like beach bar bartenders that lives in a tropical paradise and just serves beer to bikini-clad women all day. That would be a job for me. Almost as easy as being a teacher. I better stop doing that. I'm not making fun of teachers. Teachers work very hard. I'm making fun of one particular teacher who also works very hard. Ah, that's good. Ah, this chat is moving fast tonight. Gary, I don't think I'd make a very good politician. Yeah, it would be a tiki bar, Sarge. I think that's a great idea. Or Margaritaville, that would work. So the reason I've been um, complaining off to the side so far and teasing is that, and everything is fine. We were going out earlier in the week and I had to run back into the house to get something. And we still have snow and stuff. And I had to go because we have to park. Anyway, I had to jump over some snow and make a quick turn. And I wound up twisting the knee, my right knee. Okay. Which wasn't a big deal. It only bothered me for a few hours and it was fine. Doug, it would not be hard to do better. So, but thank you. I appreciate your confidence in me. So anyway, I twisted that knee. But the problem is that the next day, my left ankle started to hurt. And I think it's because I was compensating for the knee and I'm just falling apart. So now my left hip is really, really painful. And I think it's just arthritis and the fact that I didn't sleep last night. And I did sleep. I fell asleep in the armchair and slept for about 5 hours because I'm an idiot. And then I woke up and it was 3 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep because I was wide awake. So, yeah. So here I am, sleep deprived, my hip hurts. That's the bottom line. It was a little twist like I did last summer, Yarnick. Also like I did last year. Yeah. Daniel, I don't really pay that much attention to like humidity and stuff with my cigars. I have them in a humidor. I fill up the little humidor things. It does whatever it does, and it's been fine for many, many years. Oh, I've got naproxen, Christian. I got ibuprofen. I've got Celebrex. I've got many, many painkillers. I know, Everett. I know. There is no work tomorrow, though. This is true, Eddie. This is true. Exactly, Jimmy. You're tired and everything falls apart. That's a good point, Gary. Weather might have something to do with it, too. Lurker Troy, I think I missed you earlier. Good to see you. You're waiting for the snow to melt some so you can go visit your dentist. That is complicated. I hope it melts for you though. Because for a while here, I was thinking it wasn't going to melt at all. Uh, but today we were in the 40s yesterday and today, and it's practically all gone now. Yeah, Everett, I'm actually on Lyrica for other reasons. So now I'm not on a super high dose of it, but at 900 milligrams, gabapentin is a lot. I know Lyrica and gabapentin are not the same thing, but similar mechanisms. The knee warranty is voided. This is true. Oh, Phil, that's unfortunate because for some things, gabapentin is really good. Uh, but yeah, I know some people do have bad reactions to it. Bearwolf and Miss Kathy, hello. Good to see you tonight. Ray, you can have all the snow. Yeah, Lyrica and gabapentin are both good drugs. I mean, the funny thing is nobody knows how they work. Um, there's theories, and they're pretty good theories, but it's not definitely certain. Um, but you don't want me to talk about pharmacology, so I'll just shut up. James, I'm going to defer to Brigham smokers on that one. Any tips on making Brigham inserts last as long as possible? Yeah, gabapentin it's very specific to the types of pain it works on, Christian. So I take Lyrica again. I'm lumping them together for neuropathy, but it does nothing for like if I pull a muscle or something like that. Oh, really, Gary? Well, there you go. That's not good. I'm glad you got off it though. 85 in Texas today. Poor Eddie. Poor Texas Piper. That's true. You'll be roasting soon enough. Oh, I know that well, Mark. The Band-Aid thing, and yeah, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes the problem can't be solved. I mean, I have neuropathy because of chemotherapy, and I mean, it's just the thing. It's there. I can't undo it, so I put the Band-Aid on it because if I don't, it hurts. So sometimes you just got to use a Band-Aid. Well, I'm sure glad they work for you, Christian. You and me both, Sarge. But I wouldn't. I would only want a day of 85-degree weather, unless I was at the beach tiki bar, in which case it can be 85, 90 every day. That would be fine. Oh, thank you for that, Mark. But honestly, it's not anything that warrants. I mean, I appreciate the prayers, but it's a minor. I'm just complaining to complain. It's really not that big of a deal. If I got a full night's sleep last night and I was in a better mood, I probably wouldn't even have mentioned it. Just so you understand, I'm not in terrible shape here or anything. That's true, James. It's true. Good point. I stand corrected. I've not tried Cymbalta. I'm trying to remember what Cymbalta is. I can't place it, Christian, but I definitely haven't tried it. But honestly, I don't really need to try anything. Again, I'm being over dramatic tonight. I've got so Lyrica manages things pretty darn good, and occasionally I have knee pain because I don't know if you remember, but I have a torn meniscus in my knee. Just going back years now, and I used to get steroid injections, and as they would wear off, I'd take Celebrex. So I have a prescription for that, and it's very useful for occasional use. And oh, duloxetine, okay, yeah, no, I don't think I have tried that. So I occasionally take Celebrex if I pull my back out or something, but I don't need it for my knees because I got the hyaluronic acid injections, and they just took everything away, and I haven't needed them for years. They said they would last 9 months at the most, and it's been like a miracle. So yeah, I don't really need anything other than, occasionally I throw my back out. Phil, I used to work with the guys that wrote those commercials. James, if that's true, it was a really poor choice for the name of a drug. I don't think they do that on old folks, Christian. I think that's more of an athlete thing. If you're a young kid, they'll do it, but once you get to a certain age, they just don't. It doesn't warrant it. You're right, David. You're right. And I got to get better at that because I don't want to turn into some bitter sounding guy. I got a lot of good stuff going on in my life. So, oh, full of glee, Phil. B12 shot. Okay, Mark. Speaking of Mark, hello, Backcountry Pipe. Many Marks in here tonight. I think they should. That's a good idea. I think they should be required to sing the side effects, not just put them on the screen or say them really, really fast. I like it when there's an ad for like psoriasis and it says, may cause death. Yeah, I'll scratch. I don't know. Oh, so glad to hear it, Steve. So glad to hear it. Bring back disco. I don't know, Gary. I don't know. Okay, James, that's different enough then. There won't be any suing of one over the other. Shop's coming along great, Ray. Really great. Um, just got this one corner to finish, and the only reason I haven't finished it is that's where this old Dalton lathe is sitting, and it's too heavy for me to be moving around. So I'm going to actually disassemble it and rebuild it in the place where it's going to live because I want to actually take it all apart and refurbish it. So yeah, that's the only holdup now, and it's not really that big of a deal. So it's in good shape. Oh, Everett, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Have a great weekend. That's not a bad idea, first person with the electric wheelchair, but my plan is just to download my consciousness into one of those Chinese kung fu robots. That's what I'm going to do. Little Louie, How you doing, buddy? Everybody's unique chemistry is so different. So much of this medication stuff is trial and error and fine tune. You're right. You're right. Any new restriction bids? I hope not. I've been restricted enough, Mark. Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious, David, if they did a drug ad with money playing underneath it? That would be really funny. Oh, restoration. I should have gotten that, Mark. I'm sorry. That was stupid of me. Um, so I'm putting together. I haven't yet started to record it yet, but I'm putting together a video on the factory tune-up that I'm offering on the website right now. I thought it would be a good idea to actually take a pipe through that and sort of explain step by step what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So that's going to be the next sort of shop type video that you'll see. Would you talk to a CaneRod AI chatbot, Casey? Maybe I should get an app, a phone app where you can just have me on your phone and you. Yeah, you take it out, it'll tell you that it's hip hurts. It'll be great. First person, I'm scrolling back to try to figure out why you're asking why not, but I can't find it. So if that was directed at me, I'm sorry I lost the conversation. Your nick is Gran Turismo actually Gran Torino? Oh, don't sweat it, Mark. I make typos all the time. Oh, journals are definitely good for messing up pipes. Yes, I'm sure you can not mess them up too. So, Mark, 4 millimeters is the sort of standard that people talk about. He's asking what size would I re-drill a pipe to reduce gurgling. I don't work in metrics, so I believe it's 5/32. Is very close to 4 millimeters. And a lot of pipes are, at least factory pipes, are only drilled at 1/8. Now, 5/32 isn't that much bigger than 1/8 if you think about it. Right, because 1/8 is what, 2/16, it's 4/32, so it's a 32nd of an inch larger. But it does make a big difference in my experience. But it might not just be the draft hole in the stumble. It might be how that draft hole is communicating with the stem and how the stem is drilled. And I mean, there's a lot of things that can cause gurgle. And that's the point of the tune-up, is that I can go through all those things and hopefully um, hopefully fix it. Oh, okay. So it is actually oh, okay. You're like based on a real story. Cool. Well, you get the real one, Ochewita. I promise I will not be replaced by AI. Oh gosh, you're watching those old videos, Mark? Well, thank you. 5/32, 3.9 millimeters. Close enough. Oh, it's a Peterson. Well, that's your problem there, Mark. I don't know if I'd go to 9/64ths, Phil. It's funny. I really don't think of that 1/32nd as being all that different, but it really does make a difference. Yeah, Doug, it's really important. I mean, that's what I was trying to say. If you just run a 5/32nd drill through your stumble, you're not necessarily going to fix the problem. You might actually make more of a problem. Daniel, the answer to your questions are yes and possibly. I know, Gary. I know you love your Petersons. I just can never miss a chance to make fun of them. It's a personal thing. It's funny. There's folks like Mushroom Leg and Gary who just have had great luck with Petersons. Casey's saying he's got a straight billiard that he can't get a pipe cleaner through. I've had I can tell you horrible Peterson stories from my restoration days. I mean, I won't touch them. Um, but, you know, other people think they're wonderful. And it's just, I don't think this is a matter of taste. I do think it's a matter of luck because some of their quality control really went into the can. I see, Phil. Okay, well, yeah, that would be a bad thing. You have to use a bent drill bit, Daniel. I'm going to just leave that out there. Leprechauns are going to get me. Okay. Backcountry pipe. I'm still looking for somebody to volunteer for a factory tune-up collaboration. If you're interested, you do a video describing the problems with the pipe. I'll do a video showing what I do to the pipe. Send it back to you, and you can then do an assessment of whether or not it worked. It may not work. It would kind of be a shame, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Todd Munson, good evening. The Irish seconds, Jimmy, but that was from back in the day when Peterson had such good quality control that their seconds, you couldn't even tell why they were seconds. No, Daniel, it was a joke. There's no such thing as a bent drill bit. It wouldn't work. Um, no, you just have to map out. It's there. All pipes are drilled in a straight line or a series of straight lines, and you just have to figure out how to do that within the confines of the shape. I've seen that bent drill bit thing, Phil. Yeah, it would be difficult to control that for sure. Angry Mushrooms 11. Hello. Welcome. I am smoking Haunted Bookshop in my Matches Memorial Friday Savinelli. And other folks are smoking various things that they're listening. So Patrick's saying he's got a lot of Petersons with no issues. I really believe that there are some fine Peterson pipes out there, and you can probably buy a brand new Peterson and it'll be fine. I've just had bad luck with them, and there are other folks that have had bad luck, and we like to point it out. Matthew Geis, how you doing, Matthew? Jeffrey Feinberg, hello. Making sure I say hello to you tonight. Unless you came in 20 minutes ago and I missed you. All right, should we take a vote? Does Kate have a pipe or a cigar? What did you have the last three smokes, Kate? And do the opposite of the average. Cole, I couldn't pick a flyer out in a crowd of non-flyers. I don't even know what that means. Uh, I know the U.S. team won because, I mean, you couldn't avoid knowing that. But Winter Olympics is just sliding around on cold stuff. As is hockey. Well, hockey is technically soccer on ice, but yeah. You finished already, Peter? Wow, you're puffing away tonight. I have 90-degree drill bits, Ed, but they're two parts. Oh, did Carrie come in? Hello, Carrie. Oh, Matthew. Yeah, I've been through that dental work restriction thing. I know what you're going through. I'm not the guy to ask about dress finish. Phil knows a bit about that if he wants to share. Sorry, Phil. I'm gonna make you type. Lord Hogarth. Hey, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying I could do it. Ah, Doug, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't see her either, Ray, but Patrick said hello to her, so I assumed that she's here. Or maybe it was Peter that said hello to her. I'd only charge you tariffs if you tried to sell it to me, Mark. No, if you want to do that, send me an email. We can chat about it. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be a charge for it other than postage. But no, what's the word I'm looking for? No need to feel uh, compelled. We could chat. Yeah, but I heard Possum and Pipe that they actually don't allow fighting in Olympic hockey, which makes me really confused. It's a good problem to have, Kate. Yeah, I always find those finishes very impressive, Phil. I don't think it's something I'd want to tackle. It's similar to the left and right screwdriver, Mark. Yeah. Smarty Bob, how you doing, Bob? Can't be late, just in time. Smoking 25-year-old tobacco, Gary. What is it? Good evening, Carrie. See, Carrie's here. We were talking about you, Carrie. We thought you were here earlier. Casey, honestly, so I have right now I've got some Weybridge that I'm smoking in the morning, and other than that, it's been Haunted Bookshop and the Tobacco of the Month. Just really haven't had room to fit much else in. A Seg guy in a Cobb. I think that is super classic, Kate. Oh, that's what the My Blend was. It's stuff you blended. I got you, Gary. Cool. Stockton from 2013. Bet that is wonderful, Chris. All right, Troy. Enjoy the grub and have a great weekend. Of course, Gary. Of course. No, Jimmy, I actually do not currently own any Dunhills. I think Slapshot was a great movie. I barely remember watching it, but I think it made me laugh. Peter's moved on to Nutty Irishman and a Nording Freehand. Is it the Black Stallion, Peter, or is it actually the Black Stallone? Either could be real. I'm not trying to pick on you if that's a spelling thing. I just truly don't know. Mark, it's hard to do that. I don't know how to do it fairly, but I really appreciate the thought. 2015 Bold Kentucky. Wow. That was a good blend. Well, that's an interesting take on it, Christian. She kind of had the opposite philosophy to a lot of moms, but probably not a bad one. GLP's Laurel Heights. I don't know I know where the Laurel Highlands are, but that's not what you're smoking. Oh, it is Stallone. Okay. Sorry I questioned it, Peter. It could have been either. Okay, Mushroom Leg will henceforth be known as Flipper. Thank you, Gary, for that. You played a goalie. That's funny, Christian. Sergeant Savinelli's moving on to C&D Winchester and a Calabrese bent brandy given to him by the little stinker himself. Working only 9 months out of the year. My goodness. I have finished my haunted bookshop, and I will be moving on to another pipe. But first, a drink. So my pipe tonight is actually a Phil Rivera. Very nice pipe, Phil. And of course, it will be the tobacco of the month. But first, I need to run a pipe cleaner through it because I was smoking it earlier today. And I plugged it. Is that so, Sarge? That is really unusual. My goodness. Okay, everything's good now. Phil does make some beauties. Look at the metal work on that. I hope that's focusing. I can't tell, but I love this pipe. That's incredible, Sarge. Absolutely incredible. The Tavarish, hello. How are you doing, buddy? Tobacco, yes. Jackknife Ready Rubbed. Jackknife Ready Rubbed, the tobacco of the month, which I'm obviously enjoying because it's almost gone. And this Sunday I will be giving impressions of this, so I'll try not to talk about it much now. Well, we were talking last week about ghosts, and we had a really interesting discussion, and it was Father Chris, who I don't think I've seen here tonight. Um, and Father Chris pointed out that maybe what happens is that the spirit is allowed by God to return in order to request prayer, under very special circumstances. And that intrigued me. I had never thought about it that way, and really changed the way I think about the possibility of ghosts. But yeah, if I could imagine John saying, you got to let me go back and fix that freezer. Oh, there's Father Chris now. Just mentioned you, Father. Good to see you. Ronnie Ewing, how you doing, buddy? And belated happy birthday, I think. Perfect timing. Texas Piper is moving on to haunted bookshop cake and a Trey Rice bent brandy. Interesting. Weatherman tools are great things. My problem is I always forget to take them with me when I need them. Amen to that, Mark. That is a wonderful quality, Christian, yeah. Oh, so you just have it on you every day, huh, Gary? That's good. You fixed your pasta maker, Red. You just might be immortal. David's got Haunted Bookshop and an LCS 1060 bar on an XL Crown series. Sounds good. Yornik, I just lost all respect for you. I mean, I have to admit, I've only seen the trailer, but the trailer was laughing out loud funny. I mean, as a Star Trek fan, I found it to be ridiculous. Awesome and Pipe is moving on to Copenhagen Long Cut. They do, Woody, but you need a lot of alcohol. Um, a different kind of funny, Gary. A less fortunate funny. Eddie, the only one that I've kept only for Haunted Bookshop is the Matches Memorial Friday 7 anything else I have, once it's broken in, I'll smoke anything in it. Probably not, Casey. Got very short memories. Ronnie, I partially agree with you on that, but there are other options. Let's talk about that offline, though. I don't think it's made a difference, Eddie. I really don't. Tastes the same to me in that pipe as it tastes in any other. David, if you're asking if I'll smoke Captain Black Grit, no. I should try to rephrase that. I will smoke anything that I would normally smoke in any pipe. It's not going to work, Ray. You spelled it wrong once. Lukester, did you just show up, or are you trying to make fun? Yeah. Oh, we're welcoming you back. Okay. I thought I saw you earlier. All right, Bear Wolf and Miss Kathy, thanks for checking in. It's always great to see you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Ah, Looster, I get it now. Okay. That's true, Christian. Anywhere you go, Captain Black Grape seems to be sold out these days. Obviously, it's a quality blend. I do still have the first pipe I bought, Jimmy. I do. Ronnie, have a safe trip, my friend. You be blessed as well. The first pipe I bought was a little gray bow, and it's a little gray bow. It's surprisingly small. Hey, Sarge, it was great seeing you, buddy. You have a fantastic weekend. User with a bunch of letters. Hello. Welcome. Letters and numbers. Apologies. That's a good point, Luxter. You know, if we smoke everything else and we leave the Captain Black grape, the future archaeologists are going to think we had lousy taste. Little Louie checking out. Have a great weekend, Louie. Oh yeah, there. I see him saying goodnight. Are we doing it, Bob? If I'm in. I'm definitely in. I'm even going to try and contact Missouri Meerschaum and see if they'll sponsor it with some corn cobs. Well, let's do it then, Bob. I'll send an email to Missouri Meerschaum and see what they if they're willing to help us out. Because I don't think many people are going to want to put it in their pipe. But I'm definitely in. It would possum in pipe, but it can't dry up because it's 95% humectant, 5% artificial flavor. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, Bob. We can get some of the seconds, and we don't need. We can't make this too big because I'd like to video it. I think it would make a really fun video for. We could all video it, but if it's too many people, it's going to be hard to do that. But I think it'll be fun. Or the worst thing I've ever agreed to in my life. One or the other. Esther Poe, hello. Good to see you tonight. Oh, is that a ciao goodbye or a ciao hello? I thought it was a hello. If you're saying goodbye, Mr. Bo, I'm sorry I missed you earlier, and have a good weekend. Well, I think he was saying hello. This is getting confusing. We need a scorecard. We need not a scorecard, a program. You can't tell one chat attendee from the other without a program. That's an old baseball joke. I think that might be a monster, Kate. I think so. That's scary. Yeah, we could do the Captain Black charity event, James. That's an interesting idea. David, I think it's the first or second week of August. First or second weekend in August. I'm not sure which. Ah, Christian, apparently Google knows you. It's technically the NASPCA pipe show. I will look it up. Because I'm helpful like that. Oh, just NASPC. There's no A on the end of it. That's for animals. Um, Free to the public. August 8th and 9th. Or 7th, 8th, and 9th, as Bob points out. Yeah, because there's a Friday night. That would be great, Mushroom Leg. I will definitely be there. What could go wrong indeed, Lord Oga? Hmm. Kate, could we strike some kind of deal? Like, if you're ever going to go to a big show, maybe you send me advance notice so I stay away? Unless you let me join in the rampage. Martini ham sandwich. Now, there's your tobacco. Hey, Casey, good night. You have a great weekend, too. I would have a martini with a ham sandwich. Actually, I don't like ham sandwich. I had a really good margarita last night. That's something I don't say very often. We went to a Mexican restaurant. It's a chain. It's actually called Margaritas. Um, but they have what they call the naked jalapeno. I don't know why it's naked, um, but it's just on the rocks, jalapeno, lime, tequila. It was really good. Just spicy enough to let you know that it was not a. Oh, they use some sort of it's tequila and some sort of like jalapeno flavored vodka or something. That would be great, Mark. All right, Texas Eddie, have a great weekend, buddy. Piper on the 45, you lurker, you. Enjoy your dinner there, buddy, and have a great weekend. Chili rellenos. I never know how to pronounce that, but they are sure good. And Gary, there's not many beers I won't try, but that's one of them. Pineapple and jalapeno flavored tequila. Wow, that would make a good marinade, Gary. You're done your second, but Peter, I think you've developed a freight train disorder. I have graduate school tequila stories that I cannot tell publicly, Doug. When we do eventually meet up, we can swap stories. Hawaiian pizza is not pizza. It's got fruit on it. Double L's sound like a Y. Okay, I'll try to remember that, Master Pro. All right, Cole, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the track meet and have a great weekend. Thank you, Gary. We are we are getting there. I better do a beverage check. We're doing pretty well. Well, that's interesting, Doug. I would like to hear that story someday. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can even hint at one of mine. I don't think there is. David, don't go pulling that tomato as a fruit thing on me. Yes, it is technically a fruit, but it's not a fruit like pineapple. Pineapple's a fruit. Tomato ice cream. Now, I would try that. That could be good. Oh, mushroom leg, it's not a beard. It's just, I've gone from shaving once a week to shaving every other week out of sheer laziness, nothing else. Yes, fruit. It's a science term, Gary. It would be very difficult for me to explain it all. Now, see, Doug, I think your tequila stories are going to be more fun than mine. Mine will be more entertaining, but many of mine, I think yours are going to be more fun than mine. Make an old-fashioned pizza. There you go, Lee. The retired shadow. James, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put tomato in a fruit salad. Well stated. Yes, they were considered poison. As were potatoes and I believe carrots. I'm still not convinced that carrots are not poisonous, by the way. Nothing that color should be. You're right, Christian. I have better things to do. Wife and her family are doing fine, Jeffrey. Thanks for asking. Yeah, all is good. Mother-in-law just got back from a trip to Florida to visit her cousin and some other relatives, and she had a great time. Now, Yornik, you're just trying to make me hungry, aren't you? August Shades. How do I answer that question without sounding like I'm being a jerk? They're for measuring things. And I'm serious. They're for measuring all sorts of things. I use them quite a bit. Things like pipe tenons, the tenons on stems and the mortise in the stumble and things like that. But all sorts of things. The retired shadow sounds like a super. It does. It does sound like a superhero. In fact, when I first saw that, I thought it was referring to the shadow nose shadow, and then I got the joke. There is no good story that starts with that one time I had a salad. You're right. No cave paintings of salads. We're taking a very anti-salad turn here. That's a good point, Christian. There would be a huge difference between raw garlic ice cream and roasted garlic ice cream. That is an excellent point, Father Chris. I consider myself a vegan because I only eat vegan animals. Dark puer, that's an acquired taste, Kate. That can be some fairly unusual tasting teas. That's funny, David. I think I want one of those shirts, Father Chris. That's funny. Well, the nice thing about tea, in my experience, is that it does not change over time. I mean, I've had some tins of what is that stuff that I think it's Russian River uh, for years, and it tastes exactly the same as it did when I first bought it. I don't drink it that much. I used to drink it a lot at work because the coffee at work was terrible, and it was just easier to uh, make a cup of tea than to try to find a way to get not terrible coffee. What is it? That's the like fermented tea, isn't it? It's a Chinese fermented tea with a very, very strong flavor, if I recall. I remember trying it and thinking, I can't drink this. But it had enough savory notes to it that I could imagine getting used to it if I took the time. Okay, so you're taste impaired then. Okay. And I know it has probiotics as well. Interesting. Well, yeah, Earl Grey is different because it's it's basically a topped tea. I don't know if that's a thing in the tea world, but Doug, did you read the full T-shirt? It was making fun of that BS. Oh, okay, Patrick. Carrie, have you ever tried or looked at Upton tea? That's where I get mine from, and they're really great. They have samples and everything, so I'm sure those places you list are great too. But I'm a big fan of Upton. Well, Russians are the people that gave us the samovar, right, Kate? I recommend checking them out. It's I'm sure they're uptons.com or something like that. Just Google Upton's tea. All right, Mark. Have a great weekend, buddy. Thanks for stopping in or for joining us tonight. It was really great seeing you. No, I think it was printed on the shirt, Doug. I mean, that's the way I read it. Doesn't seem coincidental, does it, Father Chris? I'm considering making pipes, Master Poe. I'm currently working on billiard number 7 and 8. Yeah, I only know about them because I read a lot of Russian literature and things like Tolstoy and Dostoevsky, and they're they're always bringing up samovars. Good night, James. Have a great weekend, buddy. 85 by volume, Gary. Yeah, so the bar was known for their burgers. Gotcha, Father Chris. 'Ah, well, folks, we're running a bit over, and I'm almost out of beer. So, you know what that means. But this was fun. This was fun. Thanks. I was a little grumpy tonight, so thanks for putting up with that. And a little whiny, I guess, is a better way to put it. I'll try to be better next week. Heads up. So, did you know that we're having this month and next month both have a Friday the 13th in them, which is interesting. I don't remember the last time that happened. 2 consecutive Friday the 13th. But unfortunately, I will not be here on Friday the 13th. My wife and I are taking a trip, and so just giving you a heads up. I know it's weeks away, but it'll come up quickly. So just so you all know, Friday the 13th, there will not be one of these things happening. But yeah, but we will have one next week, and I will be back on Sunday with a video where I'm going to be talking about this tobacco, the Jackknife Ready Rubbed, which I finally stopped calling Jackknife Plug, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right, folks. Well, thank you for this. This was a lot of fun and highlight of my Friday too, Patrick. So thank you for that. So you'll have a great weekend, great week ahead if I don't see you before then, and take care of one another. Good night, all.